gulped and reached for another victim. Yeah, well, maybe I just don't consider Cosgrove to be all that dangerous. Maybe I just think he's a pushover. A has-been, to use your phrase. Maybe you weren't on the receiving end of his last little killing spree here in town. Cosgrove is a dangerous bastard. For you to tell me otherwise is just plain stupid. McKinley nodded. I suppose I should bow to your extensive, if not obsessive, knowledge of the subject. Call it what you want. I know him. You don't. I looked around the darkened interior of the restaurant. A quarter-mile outside of Kenmore Square, Chef Chang's served the best Chinese food in Boston. As usual, the place was packed, but McKinley and I had privacy, courtesy of the hostess who always gets an extra $20 to keep a table for me at the back of the restaurant. Our only neighbors were stoic characters painted on the walls depicting scenes from the Ming Dynasty. Outside, the percolating drizzle we'd arrived with 30 minutes ago exploded into a cold November downpour. I faced my control again. So, where's he holing up? McKinley yawned. Guy like Cosgrove has more rocks to crawl under than a miner. Jesus, I could have stayed home and played this 20 questions bullshit over the phone. Are you going to tell me where he is, or do I have to walk out on a good dinner? I'm not in the mood for games. He's here. I jumped out of my chair, instantly feeling a surge of adrenaline flood my bloodstream. I searched for Cosgrove's face in the crowd. McKinley laughed. Whoa, cowboy. I mean, he's in town. In Boston. I sucked in a lungful of air. Waning adrenaline always left me queasy. It'd be a shame to puke a good meal. I sat back down and leveled a finger at McKinley. You said that already. Stop screwing around. McKinley eyed me as he reached into the inside pocket of his muted plaid sport coat and withdrew a long manila envelope folded in half. Everything okay? You seem a little jumpy. Now who's being sarcastic? I frowned and took the envelope from him. I'm fine. But I wasn't. I cursed Cosgrove silently for making me act like some goddamned amateur. A single photograph spilled out of the envelope and landed next to the tarnished silver teapot. Even in the shadows, I could easily make out the corpse on the gurney. Looks like the Boston City Hospital morgue. You should know. You've been there enough. Enough to know how easy it is to slip a body into the incinerator. Real convenient way to head off some uncomfortable questions. McKinley's voice wafted over the scent of sizzling rice soup being served a few tables away. M.E. made the time of death around 2 a.m. Right after last call. I frowned. That's his M.O., all right. I looked up. What else? He pointed at the picture. They took that upon receipt of the corpse. Look at the skin color. I looked closer at the corpse. White. Like somebody had used a correcting pen on every inch of flesh. No fluids, said McKinley. Absolutely drained. The sick bastard bled him dry. I looked up. Sick bastard? Christ, a minute ago you were telling me what a pushover Cosgrove is. Now he's a bad boy? Damn, you flip-flop like a cheap whore. I passed the photo back to him. McKinley looked at the picture. Well, yes, but obviously we can't condone this kind of behavior, Lawson. You seem surprised. Admit it. You know the guy's a certifiable maniac. He's a